When someone you care about says something sharp, pulls away without explanation, or acts in a way that leaves you confused and uneasy, it's natural to feel that punch in the chest. Many people turn inward, replaying her words, trying to decode her behavior, or assuming they somehow weren't enough. But Stoicism offers a different way to navigate these moments, one grounded in clarity instead of chaos. According to modern relationship psychologists, emotional pain in relationships often stems not just from what someone else does, but from the meanings we attach to their behavior. Stoic thinkers understood this long before science confirmed it. Our interpretations shape our suffering. So the first Stoic response is simple, though not always easy: pause before reacting. That pause creates space for perspective, and perspective protects you from being dragged into an emotional storm you didn't start. Reports from mental health specialists suggest that people who pause before reacting experience healthier long-term emotional stability. In that pause, you can ask yourself the classic Stoic question: is this within my control? Her mood, her choices, her tone, her silence, none of that belongs to you. What belongs to you is your response, and that's where your strength lives. When you refuse to internalize someone else's volatility, you reclaim your emotional footing. The next step is to assess the situation with calm curiosity rather than wounded pride. Sometimes her behavior may be influenced by stress, unresolved hurt, or fears she hasn't learned to express. Other times, it may reflect patterns she has no interest in changing. Stoic philosophy encourages you to see people as they are, not as you hope they'll be. Marcus Aurelius wrote frequently about the importance of understanding human nature and choosing your actions based on reason rather than emotion. That means observing her behavior without twisting yourself into emotional knots, trying to fix it. If her words cut deep, acknowledge the pain, but don't let it define your self-worth. Experts say that emotional resilience increases when individuals separate their identity from the judgment or reactions of others. This is not about being cold or detached. It's about being grounded enough to maintain inner steadiness. You can recognize that her behavior hurts without allowing it to govern your choices or dictate your sense of value. Another essential Stoic move is to respond with integrity rather than impulse. When you're hurting, it's tempting to lash out, shut down, or retaliate. But Stoicism teaches that dignity is preserved through measured action. A calm and honest response, something like, "When this happens, it affects me, and I want to understand what's going on," keeps you aligned with your values. You're not chasing validation, and you're not surrendering your emotional center. You're simply choosing courage with composure. Conflict researchers note that people who communicate with steady tone and clear boundaries are more likely to be heard, even if the conversation is difficult. And if she continues to dismiss your feelings, minimize your experience, or repeat behaviors that harm you, Stoicism doesn't ask you to stoically endure mistreatment. It invites you to set boundaries that honor your well-being. Some experts argue that walking away from recurring harm is an act of self-respect, while others note that honest dialogue can sometimes shift unhealthy patterns. In both cases, Stoicism encourages responsibility, not resignation. You can't control her choices, but you can absolutely control how long you stay in a space that keeps harming you. Above all, the Stoic response centers on self-leadership. It's about choosing strength over reaction, clarity over confusion, and intention over emotional reflex. When her behavior hurts, it's a chance to practice emotional discipline, not by suppressing your feelings, but by directing them wisely. Feel the hurt, understand it, and respond from your higher self, not your wounded self. Modern therapists often say that emotional regulation is one of the most powerful skills for maintaining healthy relationships and protecting personal peace. The Stoics knew this intuitively. When you lead yourself well, your relationships improve, your self-respect deepens, and you attract people who value your centeredness. And if you ever face uncertainty or deeper emotional distress, it's wise to consult licensed mental health professionals who can help guide you through the nuances. In the end, the Stoic response isn't about winning or losing. It's about becoming someone who cannot be shaken by someone else's temporary behavior. Because when you stand in calm strength, you create a life where your peace is not at the mercy of another person's storms. And that's a lesson worth carrying into every chapter that comes next.